Hello, people of the internet. We're back again. A week late, but at least it's not like 6 to 8 weeks late. Okay. Last time the players did some stuff, which I'll be interested to hear about because I can't remember where they were. Because I've read the book a few times since then, and I get confused. So we'll leave it up to Libby to give us a recap.
Well, we went to Turtleback Ferry and we found the mayor and warned him that he was in danger. We ran into Shalelu, the female elf ranger we'd met at Sandpoint, and she has decided to tag along with us. The ferry porter told us that Fort Rannoch had gone quiet for 3 weeks since the rain started, and it's run by the rangers known as the Black Arrows. Visits to the church of Erastil and to the tavern, we found out a lot of information about the rain and ill omen, beasts wandering the edges of the forest, ogres, and ogrekin present in the forest, a recent burning of the gambling barge, and there was found a 7-pound star before the rain started, so we wondered if that had any significance. We set up for the fort, and on the way, Arvin hears a beast cry of pain, and determined, and we head in and find a fire pelt cougar caught in a bear trap. Arvin determines it's an animal companion, so we rush to help free him. We hear a voice going, a gravelly voice, and the baying of wolves and dogs, and the voice is singing, "Grind, grind, grind, push the cat's bones." Arvin sets the cougar free with the chime of opening and heals him. From the west, 5 ogrekin hounds and an ogrekin appeared. We killed the hounds, but kept the ogrekin alive for questioning. And we found out that the rangers and their companions are being held at a ogrekin farmstead. And he's already killed 5 Black Arrow Rangers. So we go off toward the farmstead with the cougar leading the way.
Okay, excellent. That lets me know exactly where we are. That's a good thing. Okay. Let me get up a couple of maps so I actually know how far away things are and whatnot. Ah, pussycat. Map. Oh, okay. GM map, that's what I want. Hook Mountain region. Okay. Don't believe I've let... Oh, well, anyway. So, you start... Pardon me. Heading off along the track that the Ogrekin had left. What was his name?
Ruckus.
Okay.
What?
She wants to play. She wants to be the lynx or the fire pelt, whatever it is.
Want to be the cougar fire pelt? You're the wrong color.
Oh, cool. Didn't know that existed. That's good.
Did you put a map up? Because I don't see one.
No, I put a map up for my own use, that's all.
That's okay. We had to get across the drawbridge with giant eagles and
Drawbridge?
to the castle.
Castle?
It's a fort.
Oh, you're heading up to the fort, yeah.
Yeah, we got to the drawbridge, and there was two giant eagles flying around up top to stop us getting across, and we raced across, and we tried to lift it, but the tanks weren't strong enough, so...
That didn't happen in this game.
No,
Didn't it?
no.
We don't have tanks.
Am I cross gaming now
Yeah,
already?
you are.
We don't
Okay.
have we don't have tanks in this game.
Yes, we do. The paladin is the tank.
I remember there was a bar scene.
No, there was a
Those
bar
guys.
scene, but there was no drawbridge or castle.
Yeah. Well, it should be. That was good.
Okay.
I like how your brain works now, Kevin.
Okay, so you follow the trail. I'll need a tracking roll from probably Shalelu, not Shalelu, although she could. Who am I missing in the chart? No one. Let's make.
I would be doing the tracking Maywin.
No, Shalelu comes out of the shadows.
Oh,
And she sort of points at a couple of sort of areas on the ground, and she says, "Go from this direction, quick, follow us."
We're sort of following the cougar.
Yeah, but the cougar got ahead and Shalelu lost it, so she found some tracks and
Cool.
wanted to get involved. I am missing somebody from the combat tracker. Who is it? Sauron, Thaven.
Arvin is not in the combat tracker, probably because I've turned into Arvin.
Arvin's not there.
Because I've turned into Arvin 2.
True that. Okay,
Why have we got an Arvin too?
because he rebuilt his character from the ground up
Ah.
to make sure things were okay on Fantasy Grounds.
After you told us how to do leveling in Fantasy Grounds properly.
All right. Don't forget to take the bless effect off me.
Okay, I'll do that.
How to do leveling in Fantasy Grounds? Is that better or something?
Anyway.
It can be.
You travel through the woods. It's quite sort of tight, thicket, heavy, wooded sort of area. When you see ahead, the woods give way to a bit more of an open area, and you can see what appears to be possibly a farm up ahead. The Firepel cougar starts getting quite agitated when it sees this sort of area.
Is there smoke?
No.
No smoke at all of any kind.
No.
Not even a peaceful kitchen smoke.
No smoke at the moment, no.
That means trouble. It doesn't matter how you'd answered, it would have still meant trouble. But
Okay.
so send someone sneaky out to reconnoiter.
Everybody give me a perception test just at the moment.
Oh, I've got that on a hotkey. That's right.
I really should stop sticking all of my windows over the thing where everybody makes their checks. Okay, absolutely nobody missed this. As you stop and you start to discuss perhaps sending somebody a little bit more stealthy forward, you hear from the right, from the bushes, which is slightly away from where the farm is, something moving. It's obvious that it's trying to move quietly, but you can hear it. Something probably big.
Something big. All right.
Does it crashing through the undergrowth?
No, it really seems to be trying to tread
Trying to be-
softly,
Oh.
but failing, obviously.
Well,
Um,
I shall ready my weapons and move towards it.
Okay. You ready your weapons?
How's the cougar reacting?
It's pacing toward and sort of doing circles towards the farm. It seems distracted by the farm. Just as you sort of consider that, an Ogrekin comes crashing through the undergrowth from the east. We will add that encounter. Where's my thing? Over there. That's the wrong one. That's the right one, perhaps. It is. Okay, we're doing this just theatre of mind, no map at all. He just comes crashing through the undergrowth to the right of you. Roll initiative for me. Oh,
Why don't I have initiative on my hotbar?
initiative.
I do have it on my hotbar. That's why.
And Shalelu. Oh, good on you, Siren. Awesome roll. Here's initiative.
My first roll was 15.
So it was. Okay, Shalelu acts far quicker than the rest of you, though. She draws up her bow and fires once at the Ogrekin as he bears down on you. Let's target the Ogrekin and shoot with the composite longbow. And the arrow flies true, thunking into the Ogrekin, who seems quite a sturdy lad, and the arrow doesn't even bother him in the least. Maitland.
Would you put the Ogrekin on the combat tracker,
Doesn't matter.
please?
Can I put the what?
The Ogrekin on the combat tracker?
Oh, isn't he invisible? There you go.
Alright, well, I'll use my 4 shots.
I can't. You got to draw your longbow, so you can get one shot.
I only get 1 shot, but I have 2 shots.
No, well, if you've got rapid shot or something like that that works with the standard action, that's fine. Oh no, if you've got 2 normal shots, that still needs a full round attack action.
Yeah, they all, everything, let's see. I can do point blank. So how do I just do 1 attack?
Like that. The arrow flies true and strikes the Ogrekin.
Damage.
Okay. Cutting into him as he does, he roars aloud. All going to die! Oven.
Right. Well, I shall tell him we've already bested one of you. Surrender or die.
Are you attacking him?
And I'll advance upon him and put myself between him and the rest of everybody.
Righto.
And I'll attempt to... Where's that? And I'll attack him. So, we will do... If I do effect... I'm just seeing whether it will now do power attack through the effects. Is that one?
Look at him with all his stuff set up properly.
Yeah, and then I should just be able to roll one of those.
Okay, slams into him. Ow.
Oh, ho, 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 ho,
For a
ho.
massive amount of damage. Well, look, your effects are working.
Excellent.
David.
I will draw my bow and make a single attack and miss, and that's about it.
Okay. The cougar cow's in behind Siron. Just behind his heels as the Ogrekin draws out his hook and attempts to stick it through Arvin's face.
It's amazing how many people want to do that.
Little man hurt me. I hurt you back, he says, as he slams the hook into Arvin. Hear the wrenching of armour as it rips into him.
Like a can opener.
Jeez.
Can opener. That's a bit nasty. All right. Well, I choose you. I choose you, and me. I mutter a few words of guidance, such that Sarenrae shall bless us all this day.
Oh, that rhymes. Oh, that rhymes.
Oh no, now I'm going to have to apply bless under you all. How awesome. Don't do that yet.
Oh,
Don't
what?
click down yet. I've got to put bless on everyone and timing is based off you.
I was just trying to do the
I
right
know you
thing.
were, and I appreciate it, but I was doing something.
Don't do it, I'm a naughty boy.
I needed to do something. Right, now you can press the damn button. Okay, Shalelu. Wonders whether she's got the feats that allow her to do, what is it? The one in combat? Precise shot. She does. So she lets loose 2 arrows at the beastie. And 1 misses and 1 hits. Striking into the guy, to the ogre for quite a bit of damage. Mayon. Is that it? No?
Marilyn, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Correct.
No, that's not it. One more.
Whew, that was lucky for him. Okay. Arvin's go. You can see him stagger under a hail of arrows. The Ogrekin, not Arvin, that is.
Not Arvin. Although he's ducking and weaving as these arrows come at him. Alright, so...
Ooh, automatic miss.
So, there's an automatic miss.
Why are you using javelin?
I don't know why I was using javelin. I obviously picked up the wrong dice.
Well, regardless, they would have been an automatic miss and a hit with the longsword anyway, so...
Would have been an automatic miss and a hit. So it's one hit.
Oh, wow. You slash out with your longsword and lop the Ogrekin's head off. As Thaven shoots twice at the dead creature. Dear, dear me.
Why have I got an effect +1? Oh, somebody threw a bless.
That would have been me.
Wow.
That would have been your cleric.
Your legendary cleric.
Clericking away.
Okay. All eyes turn back towards the farmstead, but no other Ogrekin seem to be rushing towards the area at this point in time.
All right.
Right,
Shall we move?
This is a well-kept, in-use farmstead.
Looks to be in use. Well kept is a stretch of the imagination. Let me give you a bit of description, I suppose. Where are we? It's a bit of a sickly looking farm, clearing of the forest, the woods around the land. You can see sort of like on the edges of this area there are several leather humanoid shaped fetishes that look like bodies when you get close to them, but you actually see that they're stuffed full of corn husks. And dirt and human hair. So not a terribly nice place. There's a tangled field of corn to the east, and other diseased plants grow in the eastern section of this land, while to the north 2 sagging buildings, a barn and a farmhouse. Both have their windows boarded over, and moss and fungus grow heavy on the shaded sides of the decrepit structures.
Yeah, so the front door, is there a stone fence or some cover of some kind we can
Okay,
approach
there
it
is
by?
no fence whatsoever, and the doors are sort of like underneath a veranda type style thing.
Could the rangers and companions possibly be being held in the barn?
Well, where's the cat heading towards?
The cat's just... good point.
Maybe I should ask it. Where are you? Where are the
If you
rangers?
can communicate with it, yeah, go for it.
Well, I do have wild empathy for one thing. And I've got a skill of handle animals.
Yeah, but I don't think either of those give you talk to animals. Talk to animals is a spell.
No, I don't have that.
All right, we'll approach to within 50 feet of the front door of the farm and call out.
Okay, you move up. There's kind of like a dirt trailway that comes up through here. And you stand in it about 50 feet in front of the place, or actually you can only probably be about 20 feet from the front door unless you want to be closer to the barn, because they sit opposite each other and basically look at one another. About 20 feet in between is where you stand in the middle.
I'm watching the barn as well, because something gigantic and dinosaurish will probably emerge.
Perhaps Shalala and I should sneak up and have a listen and a peek.
Shalala looks at you and she says, "Buildings are not my environment." She said, "If I was in there," and she points to the woods, "I would be fine."
All right, then. Let's just blast in the front door. That's what y'all want to do, isn't it?
Are you going to call anything out, Thaven?
I'm going to call out greetings. The heroes are here. We've come to rescue you.
Oh, Sauron puts his head into his hands.
And I'll rip out my whatever it is I play. I don't play anything, and I'll sing them some warm and welcoming ditty.
Mhm. Nice. The warm, welcoming ditty. It rings out across the farmstead.
See, even at my worst, I'm fantastic.
You sing a passable tune, but nothing fantastic. And yeah, that's nobody
No one
responds.
responds?
Not a. You hear some.
Oh,
I think
oh,
you hear.
yes.
Hang on. I think
What?
you hear some barking from the barn.
I boldly advance to the front door and rap 3 times.
No, you don't hear any barking from the barn at all. There you go. Okay, you move up onto the veranda,
Yeah.
the farmhouse porch where the doorway sits. This moss-encrusted, decaying farmhouse slumps drunkenly at the edge of the damp forest clearing. Rickety steps crawl up to a porch covered by a huge eave held aloft by thick pillars of pine. These timbers are decorated with crude carvings of manticores impaling children with their tail spikes and women being ripped apart by wolves. The carvings look like a child's work, but the subject matter grows more gruesome and depraved from one depiction to the next. An unsettling large rocking chair of lashed wooden bone sways erratically in the breeze at the far end of the porch, under a vast menagerie of wind chimes composed of decidedly humanoid bones. The house's windows has all been boarded up with thick timbers, although it's unclear whether this was done to keep intruders out or imprison what things make their home within.
Are the boards on the outside or the inside?
The outside. You can see that there are sort of like, as you wander up, there's ants that sort of like travel across. They're quite large ants. They're about thumb sized. And you can see as you sort of look around a moth that's about the size of a shovel head clinging to the ceiling of the porch. And there's the smell of bad meat, urine and sweat that wafts between the cracks of the floorboards here.
I think we should go check out the barn.
Well,
Good idea.
hang
I'll
on.
guard the
Thaven
front door.
raps upon the front door, and as he does,
Oh.
the bone spurs of the bone chimes let out a loud noise as you all sort of glance towards there. A large rack swings down with sharpened spikes upon it. Oh.
And what falls down?
A trap.
Haha, I was expecting that.
Okay. We're about to find out.
Yeah, we're about to find out.
Okay. Mechanical perception, disabled device. There is no reflex saving throw for that. I don't think. Damn it, I've forgotten how traps work in Pathfinder.
Oh, you usually get a save throw, don't you?
Well, this one's giving me melee attacks for them, and I think when they're melee attacks, you don't get saves.
okay.
I think you just get attacked.
No, that's the new 5th edition paradigm. Probably stole it from Pathfinder.
Possibly. I'm just going to have a quick double check to make sure that's correct. Because I'd hate to maim you horribly.
He lies.
I know. What's that spell? Cord of Shards.
Yeah, no, you just get attacked. Okay. As you note, it swings down. A bone spike headed directly for your head. You also notice that it's obviously cantilevered with rusty metal saw blades beneath the floorboards that also raise up to cut you.
Hot diggity, they're going all out.
Okay, so let's make a attack against Thaven. Right. Oh, that didn't help at all. Righto, so it's a modifier of the attack bonus. And roll a d20. Oh, Jesus Christ, which didn't work at all.
You targeting
there's-
me?
Yeah, because it's, yeah. I don't think I can.
You can make up a GM creature, and that's what I normally do, is you make up a dummy GM creature, put it in the combat tracker, and then use that to attack with.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get an adjustment to actually... fill out, and I'm not having absolutely no luck with it at all. So I'm just going to roll a d20 and add it. So AC 24. I'm going to assume that hits you. So a bone spike strikes you. Damage 0 to Thaven. How good's that? Yeah.
Absorbed.
Not
Hot
quite.
damn.
Oh, did you? Oh, you had... Yeah, but it was damage 0.
I had temporary
Yeah, I
hit
know,
points,
but
that's why.
it didn't do 0 damage to you.
I did
No, it
10
didn't.
by the looks of it.
Oh. No.
No, it probably did,
that
because
was-
I probably had 12. Anyway,
12
well,
down
it
to
only-
2.
Yeah. I shouldn't have had the 12. It
It
would
only
have worn
does
off long
D6
ago.
plus 2.
It's cheating. Anyway, I didn't have any temporary hit points, so
Okay,
just give me...
it does 8 points
whatever.
of damage to you. Now the
Ow.
rusty saw blades from below.
Why has Arvin got 15 hit points? What is that cleric doing? Apart from nothing.
He blessed us.
Okay. Oh, pardon me. Does AC 24 does hit you, so I need 2 of them, and this is 2d6 plus 7, so it's 14 further points of damage to Thaven. Okay, as you see these things swing down, blades come out of the ground. Because none of you went with Thaven, you were all reasonably safe, but this thing swung down and struck him pretty hard.
Told y'all we should go check the bone.
Thank you for your support.
Oh,
I shall gracefully withdraw from the front porch.
It's some door knocker.
And warn everybody, there are traps.
He doesn't say anything, he just bleeds on you to warn you.
Right,
Yeah.
I attempt to get equidistant with Faven, Arvin, and Merwin.
Oh, he's triangulating.
You use.
He's heard the plaintiff. What is the cleric even here for?
Again? I should make a song up about that.
All right.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Do I sound loud, by the way, in case I'm screaming at you?
I don't think you sound particularly loud. Okay, I've found a map that I can put you all on. How about I do that? First I need to put one of those screens over it though. A mask. That's
A mask.
It. It's also a very big map.
Well, I can amaze you with my keyboard controls for resizing your map knowledge. I can.
That would be it.
When you get very
That would
big
be
maps.
amazing.
It would be.
Let me... Am I in masking mode now? I think I am. I am. Okay. Come on, clear the area. Very good. Okay, so now I need my combat tracker. Actually, I think it's control something. There we go. Resize the map a bit. That's better. Now I can see stuff on my screen. Did I mention I can't wait for my new monitor to arrive? Right. Let's pop you down there, Shalelu.
I'm still wondering why you got a new computer and you didn't come with two monitors.
Because I'm dumb.
No comment.
Ivan was standing there. Fire pelt Cooper down around here somewhere. Siron there. I'm ready to share the map. Sharing. Oh, I've made it quite small. In the meantime.
Okay.
Okay, so Thaven's standing. Oh, actually, Thaven was standing over there by that door where he got. Oh shit!
Look at how many traps there are.
Oops, I may not have wanted to reveal all that part of the map. Would I have? Okay, how do I?
That's all right. We're going in the windows anyway. What? Add a new mask?
To it. I think it's the Alt key.
It's usually a button. If you unpadlock it, it'll reveal the control menu, and the first one is the mask mode. No, then you right-click on the map and go down to mask mode, I think.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, it should be about the 5 o'clock. I think it is.
Yeah, there's
there'll
a
be
layers
masking or.
But I'm already
yeah,
in
one of them
mask
should be the
mode.
mask.
That's the thing.
No, you're.
Is control?
Well, you can go.
Yeah,
I think it's control
control.
and do a mark.
Not that you've all taken probably screenshots all by now. Righto. Oops. That bit over there doesn't exist either. Although the barn's over that direction. That's just not the barn. Okay. So Thaven came back, bleeding all over you, and there was some healing done. You can see that there is a door around the corner. Right.
Control's not on.
Oops, the arrow's going the wrong direction, but you get the point.
Yeah, what is that
It's
semicircular
sort of like steps
thing
up.
around the... Oh.
Where's the barn in relation?
Seems like a more nice entrance
The
than the one that you
barns,
tried to barrel your way through.
I was merely knocking
You
on
can
the
see
door.
the barn about the front. Oh God, shocking. The front area of the barn's around about where that circle is that oh, you probably can't see the circle because it's under the mask. Oh, good.
Yeah, no, I can.
I know boats. Okay. Okay.
I'm going to rip all the boards, cladding boards off and have a peek through the window.
Okay, they're fairly well in there and they've got massive nails on them.
I'm pretty sure I've got a crowbar. I usually do. But it's probably on my horse. I don't think we brought our horses on this
Yep.
trip, did we? We did? All right. Well, I'll go get a crowbar and come back.
Can I see the barn
Well,
now?
the barn's there, but it's not there on the map. Sort of thing. It's to the east. You can see the barn. It is... if you go to the bottom of this area... Well,
I definitely want to go over there and
okay,
listen.
well, I'm going to reveal a portion of the map. But it's down the bottom of the map. Oh, God. Oh, I see. I'm not in masking mode. Which will give you the outline of the barn.
I say to Arvin, I think Saren Ray's whispering to me just to burn this entire thing down.
Right. But there could be prisoners inside.
Have you searched your feelings to see if that is true?
Siren, there's prisoners inside. We're not burning it down.
Are we sure that there are prisoners inside?
Yes, Ruckus said that he'd trapped them.
Oh, terribly, notably reliable person, that Ogrekin.
Yes, but we found traps, so we're
Okay,
half right.
So can you see that, Libby? Did it change to the view of the outside of the barn? Right.
Yeah. I'll just go have to
Okie
listen
dokie.
at the doors. Being stealthy.
I had a view of the barn and it disappeared again.
It's down the bottom. You got to...
Oh, there you go. Found it.
Okay, so give me a listen check then. Yep.
That's perception.
Oh, wow. Okay, you can definitely hear movement inside here, and lots of loud shh, shh, wait till they come in, shh, shh.
Oh. I'll definitely go back to my party and tell them I heard Ogrekin with inside saying, "Be quiet. Shh. Wait till they come in."
Right.
Which way first, the house or the barn, people?
You're the prettiest. You decide.
That is true.
Prettiest, not the most modest.
We have one
I
known
will
enemy
point out
that's
that the
handled that.
house itself appears to be a two-story affair as well.
Alright. So we know that there are baddies in the barn, so is that what you're suggesting, Thaven, that we go to the barn?
Yep, known product.
Alright, let's 5-person charge the barn.
Do we want to throw any spells in preparation?
Sure, those people with spells that do that sort of thing.
What on earth's going on here? Seems to be lines.
Oh. He went right where I wanted to go.
Oh, I see. All right.
Never mind.
Traveling across time and space.
Pavement's moving incredibly slowly.
They all were, actually.
Yes.
Most of you I just dragged across. Right. Oh, oh. Oh, God. Sometimes I should just leave well enough alone.
Can I take a quick stealthy check around the building and see if there's any other way in? Maybe a list board or anything?
I'm going to take this opportunity to throw a... is that bless still on us, or is it supposed to be gone?
Probably gone by now. I'll clear it in a tick.
Awesome. I will throw a false life upon myself. Oh, big result.
And I shall lay my hands on Arvin and say, Serenay's strength be with you, and cast bull strength on him.
Ooh.
I've still got hit. I've still got damage. My God.
You will survive.
Probably.
Famous last words.
I could just heal myself. Then I'd have nothing to complain about.
That's right. You have nothing to bitch about, would you?
Right. Okay. Hang
Roll
on a tick.
initiative.
Can I check around the
Yep.
building?
Go give me a perception check around the building. Okay. You come around the building and find that it is a well fortified, possibly made by dwarven stonesmiths. And when she tells you all this, you have a good laugh because it's made of wood. And yeah, basically no good. Now I'm trying to get this map to be larger again. God, why? Why me? Why am I so feeble?
Well, we can enlarge it on our screens. You don't need to do it on yours.
Yeah. I just did it.
Okay, yes, but I need it for my own eyes because I have feeble eyes. Okay.
And only
Well,
one monitor.
Well, even if I still had two monitors, I would still have Fantasy Grounds only on one of them.
Mouse wheel, scroll in.
Okay, so the door to the barn. The barn houses.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you don't know that. You don't know that. Don't know that.
An ambush.
Okay. Righto. So you walk up and kick open the doors.
Ready to open the door, saying, "Beware of the ambush."
I'm sure there's no ambush. Seriously. That's
There is
right.
no ambush comes
No
to reply.
ambush here. Just only us chickens.
Only us chickens.
Okay, you kick open the door, and we will. I'm just going to roll initiative for an event because I can do that.
Excellent.
Unless you want to roll your initiative, because I can just roll NPC or I can roll all of them.
I'm happy for you to roll it.
It's all in or not. Okay, somebody's rolled it, so you all have to roll your own.
I'm fine.
Okay. So, we're waiting till Arvin's point in initiative. Has everybody rolled? Yes, good. So we'll go down to Arvin, who kicks the door open. And I shall do some revealing. Da da da! And then some reading, probably. The barn houses several mounds of moulding hay, grain stores, and even a large but crude still. Two catwalks rise up along the walls, leading to doors near the ceiling in the eastern wall. Lower, a pair of massive doors boarded over with thick timbers allows ground access to the rooms beyond. Several dingy kennels are built into the walls under the catwalks. Now, bear with me for a second because I have to show you what you can see. I just have to work out which one it is. So there is an Ogrekin standing in the centre of the room. Seems reasonably young. He has crooked, stumpy legs. And he bears only about 5 foot tall. What are you doing, Arvin?
Well, I shall advance purposefully.
Tell him he's under arrest.
Actually, I think I can get close enough. I can actually go 25 feet. And
Oops.
I shall.
Okay.
Over large, stunned.
Okay, you
deformed
see,
head.
as you advance, you sense two other presences. The one to the north of you, he's a big guy. He towers over the other two. He's got huge, and his eyes are huge, and they're milky white, and you can see his skin's as pale as the full moon. But he's a pretty good-looking lad. Whilst the one down, oh no, that was the one to the south. God. Whereas the one to the north he's a hulking brute. He's got a vestigial arm growing from his left elbow, and a no-necked, dented head.
Ooh.
Lovely. Okay.
So
No, the
he's
good-looking one's
not
the
the
south
good-looking
guy
one.
with the overlarge milky white eyes. Righto.
Excellent.
Okay, I'm actually going to drag you 5 foot back because I'm going to tax you 5 foot of movement for opening the doors.
Oh, okay. No worries.
Faven.
Well, I was, yeah. Cool. Okay.
I'm paralysed because they're
Who's
not on the grid properly.
Yeah, they are.
You're monsters.
They're
they're not.
hiding beside
Not on the grid.
the
don't
Oh my god, that's a problem I don't have anymore, is it? Well, I don't generally use grids anyway. I just use distances, so...
Fine. I shall. Well, whether I like it or not, I will cast. How big is that? I haven't done that for a while. Range 1 object or a 10-foot square. I can target an object. Oh, that's all right. What does that mean when I target an object? Creature can walk within or through the area of grease half on speed. Target means can't move. Creatures not move. Oh, whatever. All right, so I need a 10 by whatever. All right, so I need a 10 by 10 square area. Up. And because we're not using a grid, I won't know how big it is. And put it
Righto.
there.
Oops.
So he.
Sorry.
Oh, good one.
There you go.
I have to do that again. Oh, no, there's not. Right. Down 5 feet
Okay,
or half
I'll
a
have
grid.
to move him out of that.
Excellent. All right, so any creature in the area when the spell is cast must make a successful reflex, save throw, or fall. Creature can walk within or through the area of grease at half normal speed with a DC 10 acrobatics check.
So, reflex save of what? Well, it's whatever the
Doesn't
DC
say.
of your spells are at that level.
Yeah, that's so 16.
Okay, he falls prone.
Okay. And if he tries to move, he has to do an acrobatics check versus 10. Or fall over again. So that's about it.
And that's why he's got a dent in his head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really wasn't the gravity thing.
Oh, that's
Come on,
just rude.
Stunty.
Hograph, get up! Calls out Stunty as he steps up, or not steps up, as his horrible little legs scutter him across. You can see his skin's twitching all over his body as he attacks. With the short spear he is holding. Driving it into your companion Arvin. But it's only a glancing blow. Shalelu.
Ugh.
She draws her long bow and moves to there, firing once at the stunty guy. An arrow flies true. You're sinking into his horrible twitching flesh. Deformed headman. So he's got to make an athletics test against DC 10. Acrobatics check.
Acrobatics check.
I'm sure that'll fall in his skill set. Right, so a dexterity check then. He attempts to stand and slips, falling to his butt again. How annoying. Bloody grease. Syra.
Right. I best wander in and see what's going on here. I move in. And then I promptly get out of the way. And at that point in time, I get out. I'll just draw my scimitar, just in case somebody actually knows. I draw my light crossbow, just in case anybody gets crazy.
The cougar sort of just moves up to the edge of the barn and is peering in. As you see, a pretty white-eyed figure move to this point here and attack you, Syra.
Oh, you
So you walk in and then duck off to the side. I think...
You're hoping he was blind, were you?
Well, I made that assumption from Milky Eyes, but that was just a bit silly now, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, there's nothing there that says he's blind. He comes around and he says, Jeppo, take care of him and let's snot this one. And strikes at you with a short spear. Short spear. All the way to the bottom of initiative where Siron is often found. Okay, and he drives it into your body, doing 8 points of damage. Sorry, a grievous wound, and he chuckles as the blood dribbles down his spear. Maelin.
I'll take a 5-foot step. And take 4 shots.
Right at the cripple boy. How rude.
No discrimination here, Mark. No discrimination here, Mark.
Wait, which one is it? Oops. Put that there. Stunted legs. Stunted legs. This shouldn't have been 2. Was it 2? That shouldn't have been 2. Was it 2? Oh no, it's a critical, right? What does that mean? He's disabled. What does that mean? Hello?
Short legs is
Hello?
disabled. That made me so laugh. So loud.
Oh, jeez.
Damage 20 to
What?
Ogre King stunted legs. Status disabled. He was before you shot him. Okay. Means he's on
What
0
does
hit
disabled
points.
mean? Does that mean he can't fight?
Does anything more than, breathe heavily at Arvin, then he might fall unconscious.
Alright, I'll change my.
You're also rolling your longsword
To the
attack as
milky
well.
eye.
Oh, was she... What? You're rolling your longsword attack? No? No, she's not.
No, sorry. I
Oh,
meant
to
my
attack.
bow,
Righto.
sorry.
You
Shall I
did it
roll
first.
again?
But you got it right that time. It's all good. You did your longsword
Wait, did I do
first
my
time.
longbow or what?
First attack. But you got your longbow this time, so it's all good.
Oh,
No.
do you want me to
Continue. It
reset?
was a nat 20. It was going to be a critical hit anyway.
Okay, so. That takes a -2. Oh, I missed it. Rats. Oh, I messed it up. Right.
Okay. I'll 5-foot step
How
into
rude.
there and get the flanking bonus.
Don't.
And I'll try and find that to apply. Plus minus, isn't it? Flanking. And I should target this guy. And I should roll to hit.
He's...
There's 2 hits there. And he's dead. And because we'll see how he
That's
goes,
a lot
we'll
of
make
dead.
him more dead.
Okay, you slice and dice.
I'll look at Siron as the body slips away between us
You
and
look at
say,
Siren as
I
he
got your
wipes
back.
the blood off all of his clothing.
And down.
Right, so seeing there's only this prone figure left, I shall clobber him a good one.
You do clobber him. Okay. No, before we click down, give me a reflex save, buddy.
Oh, you just realised that, didn't you? Ha!
He skates in risky business in his sock style.
Okay. Let's see if Stunted Legs has any sort of potion or something. Its body twisted and deformed, this lumbering giant has stubby legs and appears to be jumpy. They've got little descriptions with them. Unfortunately, he's got no healing. So we're going to say that he bleeds out and dies.
Wasn't given a chance to save him.
Uh,
Oh,
Shalelu sees Thaven
So
disappear
sad.
around the corner and goes, "That's interesting, I might just wander over to about there and have a shot at that dude." Because she can. Got him. Grazing him. Okay, let's see what this guy's description is. Its body twisted and deformed, this lumbering giant has a vestigial arm and a small and obviously deformed head. How rude. Okay, he attempts to get rid of his prone status by standing up. So that's the reflex thing, isn't it? Which is in fact just dexterity check. Oh! He leaps up nimbly, giving Thaven an attack of opportunity.
Hot diggity!
Make it a good one.
Okay, well I actually think that misses, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't taken his prone off him.
Well, he still counts prone when you trigger the opportunity attack, don't you?
That's unclear. Okay, you chop him down and he dies. I don't think so, personally, because that'd just suck. Getting an attack of opportunity and having to suffer the effects of prone at the same time because you got up. But it's an argument for another time. Okay, he's dead. Everybody's dead. No, you can't. You can't move, Arvin. You're dead.
Everybody's
I
dead.
call out. I'll call
Oh.
out for the Brother Rangers.
Uh,
Are you here? We've come
Okay.
to it.
Call
Release
out
you.
that loudly. And the fire pelt cougar immediately rushes through and starts scratching at that doorway. As you all rush forward to see what's going on, Shalelu decides to go and stand watch at the front doors. Okay, there are large boards and barred areas across those front doors too.
No.
No answer. Then maybe they're gagged.
Well, we'll start to open the door, pulling off the boards and whatever else.
What about the smaller doors? Are they boarded?
Sorry? The smaller doors
The
are
smaller
fine.
doors where I am?
Uh,
I shall wait until they open the big
Spare with me
doors
for 2 seconds.
before I act.
In fact, if you want to have a 5-minute drinks break, now's a good time to do so. Righto, hitting pause now.
Okay.
Drinks break over, and for anybody that's watching, you probably just saw exactly what I was reading during drinks break. Okay, so you all rush forward to the doors. Thaven rushes along the catwalk to the top. The rest of you rush toward the main area, main doors, which have bars across them.
Arvin was already tearing those
Okay.
boards
I'll
down.
start-
too.
yeah.
Give me
Tear
a
the boards down.
generic strength test. Don't get below 10. You're a big beefy boy, I believe. Alright.
And he's got bull strength on. Kind of embarrassing to do it.
Okay. Yeah, you start ripping the wooden planks off and make short order of them.
Excellent. Well, if everyone's just standing around, when I get them off, then I'll open the doors.
I'm waiting for you. I believe Thaven was even watching down, waiting for you to enter. And you open
Exactly.
the doors. So let's get rid of that. And give you a bit of a description of what you see. The majority of this large stuffy chamber is covered in filthy webs forming a funnel that dips down to the ground. A catwalk runs around the rim of the room to the ceiling 20 feet above the ground. In northeast and southeastern corners, the catwalk expands into 10-foot square platforms. Pardon me. That's fenced in by wooden beams forming cages. The walls within each cage are hung with iron manacles. Most of the manacles, while bloody, are empty, from what you can see at the moment. However, those of you on the bottom level, you can't see the catwalk up the top. All you can see is a whole heap of webs and whatnot. And this thing. Okay, which is... Oh. Okay. This towering spider is the size of an elephant. Its legs have spiky joints and a face. Its face looks vaguely familiar but disturbingly humanoid. Okie dokie, roll initiative, people. Okay, looks like we're starting with... No one hasn't rolled yet. Looks like we're
Ogre
starting with
spider.
Mayowan.
I used an ogre spider in Adventure recently. They are very tough.
I'll let 4 shots rip into that thing.
Let's kill it with fire.
Oh,
Because you got a critical hit.
why did that do twice? Oh, good. Always confuses me. This is -2.
No spiders.
Rats.
Oh, oops. Sorry, that was...
Oh,
Thaven.
can't seem to. Oh, there we go.
Okay, I rip out my Burning Hands wand. And
He can't, but he can see
Can you
webs.
see the spider? I thought you said he couldn't.
I'm clearing cobwebs.
Okay,
Yeah, so I'm
done.
clearing cobwebs
Flames
in that
burst
triangle.
forth and silken webs start to burn up the top, causing the smell of flame from to below. Shalelu is unaware of what's going on behind her at the moment. Okay, Firepelt Guga suddenly realises, oh shit, that's right, there was a dirty great big spider in there. I'm running back to these stairs.
Thanks for that, buddy. I
Haven't.
thought we were friends. So
No,
could
well,
I
there's
see
webs in
Ruddy
there,
Great
but you can
Spider,
see
or is
Ruddy
it all
Great
webby
Spider.
and-
It's ruddy and great.
Is it off the ground or on the ground?
It's pretty much on the ground. It's sort of nestled
Is it off the
in
ground
amongst
or on the
webs.
ground?
Oh, well, I suppose I
Oh,
shall
how brave.
step in here to it.
Yeah,
That's what brave paladins
I
do.
can't believe this thing doesn't have
Especially the
better
pretty ones.
range.
Prettiest.
I thought it might, but I was brave anyway.
Just
and I
bear
shall
with me for 2
attack it.
seconds. I want to make sure no. Oh, hang on. Yes, it has. Oh, yes, it has. As soon as you start moving, it lashes out
Good.
with a bite at you. Oh no, I can't anyway because it's.
What
not
does it
actually
have?
good in
What's
this
that
one.
called? Oh,
The what?
Your mic's dropped out.
can't hear you.
Hey, you
Your
said.
microphone's dropped out. It's
Yep.
Mm.
It comes.
Oh, I'm back now. Awesome.
Hello.
back
There
now.
you are.
Okay,
It sort of
well that was
fades
weird.
away. I can still hear you
Alright,
just.
it hasn't acted yet in combat, so it can't make its attack of opportunity.
Huzzah!
Fortune favours.
That's why bravery
Oh.
benefits the
Yeah, that was-
brave.
That was a critical. Well, it was a miss.
Except that I can't hit
But
things.
that's pretty much your action done, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so you click
That's
down
it.
button. No, it wasn't. You don't get two attacks. That
He hit once.
that looks
Only
like a
5
7.5
step into
foot
it.
step to me.
You can do it.
There's 5 foot. Oh no, actually that's
Right.
fine where you are there.
Didn't measure
So,
that far
yes.
before. Alright.
But
No
I
worries.
think that second
Hmm.
roll. See, that second roll was actually to. Oh. No, it's not. No, you're
It's
right.
not. It's
Oh,
not
good.
rolling against.
Okay, you cut into it, and it
points.
seems rather annoyed at being cut into, because it doesn't like that at all. So it decides to pick on you a bit with its big, large, nasty-looking fangs.
That's the plan. Pick on me.
Come on, armor.
Okay, and his large
Pick
fangs
on him
don't
with
seem
his
to
pretty
find
face.
the portions in the armour that his ogre mate had fixed or cut into. Siram.
Right.
That's a bit
Well,
personal,
aren't
but
you ugly?
I'll try
Alright.
harder next time.
Oh, Sarai tells me that you should just burn, and I cast searing light at it
I've been wanting to burn things all day.
all night.
Now go on.
Target, not target
make a
hardened
spider's
searing
day.
light. So
It had no effect
touch
on me.
attack.
I'm already full of the light.
Very good. I hit it. Now, I presume it is neither
Correct,
undead
correct.
nor vulnerable to light. Okay, so 4d8 worth of damage is coming its way.
Yeah, kill it.
Okay, flames burst across the spider, and it
Alright.
seems
It's not
rather
dead.
uncomfortable about that. Mayowen.
It's gonna die now.
Go on, try and fly away this time.
Shall we leave it disabled or kill it?
Mhm.
Kill it.
Here's the ogre spider, so afeared by Thaven, collapses under its own weight.
Alright, ogre spider. What do we see
Uh,
amongst the corpse of this demonic beast?
More
Anything
importantly,
that
I go to tend the emaciated
What
humanoids
emaciated
that are
humanoids in the
being
web?
held together in the web. But 3 in the
Okay,
southwest corner
then-
imprisoned emaciated men. Are empty,
Yeah,
but 3
if
in
you
the south
actually
corner,
read that
southeast
properly,
corner,
you'll
imprisoned
find that they're
emaciated
not
men. I'm going
actually
there.
in the web at all. Okay, well you can't see them from
Right.
where you are,
Well, I'm going to where they are.
so you don't even know they're there yet. Okay, you wander
I'm
into the
gonna go
room
in
and look for the rangers. What are you doing, Thaven?
After my flames have died down, I'll
Okay.
proceed
As you get to about there, you can actually see across
cautiously
the room.
forward.
In this top section, you can see that there are some cells in the southwestern portion of this room, southeastern portion of this room, and there are 3 figures inside those cells. Yeah. The web's pretty much
Can I
fills
get around
the
there
area
without
that
getting entangled?
they're down in.
All right. Well, I'll proceed.
You make your way
Normal
around there,
pace
and you
toward
find
there.
that there are 3 cells, crudely locked. There's no actual locking mechanism, just bars and stuff like that. And there appear to be 3 figures, all tattered, all humanoid, inside that room. They don't look
Do
well,
they appear alive?
but they're all breathing.
All right. Well, I'll drop
Okay,
a cure light wounds on each of them.
now I need to find that bit.
Just to make sure they stay alive. And call out to my companions,
Okay.
up here, up here.
He's tending
Where's
to
the
3
goddamn
emaciated
cleric?
figures that don't exist.
Down here.
No, they're all up. They're all up in the on the top story. It says that. Yeah, there's nothing down here. We got to go up. I'm going up.
Okay. Okay, as you wake them one by one, I think I've got pictures of them for these. Okay, the first one that you cast Cure Light Wounds on. It looks like this, except you
Leaps up and bites me on the neck. Yeah, it's a nasty looking bird.
Next one, again without the gear, looks like this.
Isn't he a dandy?
And the last of them, again without equipment, looks like this.
Nice. All of them are nice.
All they're wearing is underclothes, basically. Yeah. And they all come round with your tender ministrations of what is it? Cure Light Wounds. And the Night Pelt, the cougar, one of them calls out Night Pelt, and it rushes into his arms somewhere down there.
Yay!
So cut
They
any
have
bombs that may be on them or
manacles
impeding them
on
and get them up and active.
But you can release them without too much of an
Oh.
issue.
Excellent.
I asked them if they know if there are any others.
No, we are but
other
what
companions
remain of the
elsewhere.
Black Arrows. Most of our companions have been thrown to the beast. Or
And how many?
we do not
African
know.
are
We've
there?
been kept here in the
We
barn.
suspect 3.
We only know our torturers.
Torturers? You mean beyond the 3 Ogrekin? Torturers? You mean beyond the 3 Ogrekin, Stumpy, Milky Eyes, and
Yes, he also gives you
deformed
the
head,
description
and
of
this,
the other two that you've
spider?
already fought. Ruckus and the one that you fought that rushed you out in the woods.
Yes, tasty fireball. That fixed him.
But we're sure there are many more. We hear voices, but only some of them come.
We've dispatched 4.
5.
5. 3 in here, and the guy out in the woods is 4.
A week ago, or 3 weeks ago,
And the guy that attacked us.
4 weeks ago.
4 weeks ago.
3 in here, and the guy back in the woods.
No, the other guy. There were 2 in the woods.
There's one that attacked us as we arrived
Oh yeah,
at
that's
the
right. I forgot that guy.
homestead.
What
How
did you
about
say,
Right,
sorry,
well-
Libby?
here? Do you have any idea? Are these Ogrekin normal for this area?
They
or
have always
do you
been
know
here in
anything
the
about
woods.
why they're here?
We normally keep them back, but we are under strength, and we were attacked by surprise.
Are these your buildings that they've assumed?
No, this is their farm.
Are these your buildings that they've assumed?
We are from the
They're
fort.
from the fort, or whatever it
We
is.
were they there when it got taken?
Here,
Just
the
hang on a
black
tick. I
arrows at
need to
the
find
fort?
out what they know.
Tell them winter is coming.
Is there anything you can tell us that can help us? We've been told about this ill-omened rain, and it seems that this started everything.
I don't think they know
And if
that.
someone attacked the fort, who did?
We were headed back to the fort when we were beset upon by these
I'll give them.
things. They ambushed us.
Uh-huh. So I suppose you're eager to return to the fort.
Got a feeling that I've got a feeling that they know about it. Bear with me for a tick. I'm 90% certain that they know.
Well, they might have expected to be rescued by other people at the fort.
Okay, there's none
Have
of
a look
their
around
gear
see if
in
you can find
here
any
at
of their gear.
all. Okay, they take it hungrily and drink
I'll
it.
give
They
them
are
some food and
emaciated
water,
and
too.
unwell.
My calls are Sarah on. These strangers
No,
can
we-
use your help.
Appreciate any help, but it's not going to make us any less hungry or thirsty. However, they will take any healing on offer. Just bear with me
Well,
for a
we can-
second.
how far
I
is
need to
the
look
fort
up a
from
couple
here?
of things, which I'm doing.
We'll have to take them with us.
Certainly.
Or we could send them back to town.
They're unarmed.
We're not that far out of town.
Shall I take it?
Bloody hell.
It's likely that these Ogrekin are the biggest threat in the area. We can
I
eliminate
should have
that.
it right there. what they know. Da-da-da. Yeah, that's not helping me at all.
Well, we would have
You
scouted
would've.
out the fort anyway before
You're
going
nowhere
in.
near the fort yet. Ah, okay,
Yeah.
righto, yeah. But still, they
I
should be
know.
able to
When
tell
we
you
get
whether
there, we're
there's
going to be
something
scouting it.
there or not.
There.
That's another reason. We take them with us because we need to get entry to the fort, and they will allow us to. And if somebody's occupied the fort,
Secret
they'll know the secret
entrances.
entrances.
Ooh.
If there are any.
Chapter interaction, yeah, that's... Road to Fort Rennick. Bloody hell. This is ridiculous. I remember reading this in the book, but they've not got it in an obvious place. What were the names of the
Obviously.
people? Didn't they?
They didn't have names on their pictures. Oh, the Black Arrows.
Male
Really?
fighter, male human ranger rogue, male human ranger. No.
And we haven't introduced ourselves, so they haven't even told us their names yet.
They're the Black Arrows. Is all we know.
Why doesn't it tell you their names? Okay, one of them,
Well,
the black guy is Vale Temros. He introduces himself as Vale Temros. Oh. There's another picture for you.
Where is
The guy with two swords was Caven Windstrike.
who are they?
And the guy with the bow is named Jakardos Sovak. Such easy names to say. George Run? George.
Oh, no. Why don't they just call them all George?
Bob.
Ah, I think I may have found it.
Everybody's Bob. Yay. Nope. No, that looked promising. But nope. Right. Where's the story thing gone? There. Not that. Part 1. Back to the barn. There we go. Prison. Okay. Jakardos, he doesn't have his eye patch on currently, so you can see that he has a open socket. But not fresh. Ew.
Okay, they do know that Fort Rennick is lost. So they tell you now that ogres have overrun the fort. Yes, they will be set upon when
Ogres?
we arrived back at the fort, for we were on long-range surveillance. We were taken prisoner and delivered here.
Did the ogres have a leader, or they got an ogre leader?
We don't know. All we saw were ogres. We were taken down far too quickly.
Makes sense.
Okay, so are they feeling up to a heroic rescue? Because we only do heroic things.
Did you hear the ogre speaking of it?
We fought with them and they laughed, and it seemed as though one of our own may have betrayed us. They told the way they spoke, it was almost as if they knew when to strike, when the fort was at its weakest.
Okay, well, we go search the house.
Well, I'd be reluctant to leave any of these Ogrekin behind. They'll take revenge on the
Well, we're
village, which
useless
currently
as
has no
Vale
defences.
to you. We're useless without our weapons to you. Perhaps we should wait here. And Caven goes, yes, we shouldn't help. In our condition, we'd only hold you back. Shalelu offers to stay with them and guard them.
Fine, still need to loot. Search the house.
Right. Wow, okay, Thaven's heading off to search the house. I get it. And away he goes.
No way that massive trap surprises me and gets away with it.
A second
Right, so
time.
Shalelu stay. Why did I do that? Fire pelt staying. So we just get you lot who are going to go and be heroic people.
Who wants to live forever?
Okay.
Give the fire pelt cougar a final little pat between the
It
ears.
purrs and rubs up against
After
your
my
leg because
good
it's so
paladin
thankful
rangering
that it
last
made your
week.
acquaintance and that you saved its master.
All right,
I'm trying to... good.
let's get back to the house.
You have been moved. Back to the house. Let's resync to here.
Put me pointing toward the door.
Up.
A little ways back. So I can shoot.
Me too. Teleport.
Oh, I'm in.
Oh, me too.
God.
Teleport for the win.
Why? Okay. There we go.
All right. Well, I suppose we'll go to this door
Okay,
and
give me
I'll
that trap finding check.
carefully
that you
check and
can't
see
do
if there's
'cause
any
you're a paladin.
traps.
Give me a perception check.
Because I'm just a perception check.
It's perception.
What is the trap check called?
Okay, you have a good look over the door and you decide that it is untrapped.
All right. Well, still not trusting my senses after Thaven's encounter. We'll
Okay.
try and open the door.
I'm ready.
Right.
Bow.
You swing open the door. This musty chamber smells of blood and weak old meat and is thick with clouds of fat, greasy fly. Okay, let me start that. Weak old meat and is thick with clouds of fat, greasy flies. Thumb-sized cockroaches dance along the walls, floor and ceiling. A thick butcher's block sits under 3 cruel-looking cleavers that hang on a rack above. Blood-stained smocks of thick leather, one still dripping fresh gore, hang on bone spur hooks by the door. A crockery platter of severed fingers and toes sits on a rickety old table next to a dried sinew basket, overflowing with hacked-off hands and feet, all sporting stubs of congealed blood where their digits once were. A family of lucky rats gorges itself on the red stumps.
Ew. I'm going with the cleric. Let's burn it.
Honey.
Information to be had. There might be more information to be had.
Don't burn the
Oh,
loot.
that's right, Luke.
Okay, give me a fortitude save as you...
In we go.
Ew, it's stinky.
Fortitude save.
Okay, you manage to hold your stomach
Quickly, open the window.
as you enter. Mm-hmm.
I get a wet handkerchief
Get
out
+2
and
for that.
drape it over on my mouth as I go in.
Okay, you only just managed to hold your stomach contents in as you enter the room, largely because of your wetted handkerchief across your face.
Maneuver to the doorway.
Okay, apparently Siron and Libby and
On
Mayowen
3!
are staying outside. No, Mayowen rushes in.
On 3. Before
rushes
we
through
go
the
rushing
window.
through, I'm going to
Even
throw...
though it's got boards across it. Just so you know, Matt, if you're speaking,
a
can't
shield
hear you.
spell on myself.
All good. Okay,
Yes, no, I had the
you
microphone
all
boom up for a
entered and
second.
you all managed to maintain your dignity with your lunch well in place.
Did someone heal us?
No,
No.
it's not necessary. It's barely a scratch wound. Stop complaining.
Yeah.
I use my wand to heal myself.
Fairly certain Siron calls you a baby under his breath.
Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going through the door on 3?
We're going through both the doors at once, are we?
Yeah. It's the heroic that smells in here.
Sure. What can go wrong?
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
Okay.
Right. On 3, we're opening both doors.
We are not. We are not. We are not. We are not.
3!
Sauron.
We're on the doors.
Sit. I'm gonna get.
Okay, did Thaven call out 3 and open his door? Did Arvin open his door when Thaven yelled out 3?
Well, I thought he was counting to 3, so I'm probably a little bit behind. I maybe went shortly after 3.
Okay.
3.5.
I wasn't ready for 3 to be the first number.
Okay,
Who's
Thaven.
interfering?
You've got a surprised paladin looking at you. You swing open the door and you see a set of stairs that descends downward. A surprised paladin, can you hear me?
Surprised why you faded away there.
Okay. A surprised paladin looking at you as you swing open
Yes,
the door and stare at a set of stairs that goes downward. Correct.
Okay, surprising that he didn't realise I just go 3.
Is the paladin now throwing
Right.
his door open?
That's right. Oh, yes, I'm definitely throwing my door open. I don't want to feel less brave than Stephen.
Okay. This dark room stinks of putrefying flesh. 8 wooden chairs with grinning bleached skulls crowning their backs circle a monstrous 4-foot-high oak dining table, covered with a crude tablecloth of crinkly human leather. The centrepiece of the dining table, a rotting human head, its stringy red hair thankfully draping over its mutilated face, serves as a gathering place for a host of buzzing bloated flies.
Well, they're not opening a restaurant here, that's for sure.
Well, unless you're an ogre restaurant. All right. Which way? Down?
Your way? No. Clear the upstairs. After you.
All right. Well, it looks like there's 8 of them at
as you
least.
step into the room,
I'll move into the room.
a scythe-like blade swings out and strikes you.
Oh, bloody traps.
I dropped to my knees because only the penitent man shall
Oh,
pass.
that's shocking. Oh no, I didn't want to do... No, you idiot.
Has the cleric taken fine traps?
No, apparently the paladin and the pseudo ranger have.
I'm taking. I have no problems finding them. I just
Why
found
don't
them.
the attacks
That's
work
exactly right.
properly in this? This one is, yeah.
Because they're not on the... Oh,
I
they
am
are on
targeting
combat
him.
tracker. And you're not targeting
It
him.
says so on my combat tracker. And then
Doesn't
when I
say
go...
so on the
double-
combat
oh,
tracker.
hang on, it did target him. But attack 11, but it's got plus 15, so that's a DC 26. So that hits. Okay, I see why this is not
That'll
working.
hit.
Can I change it though? No, they've written it in
You
wrong.
might have to put them active on the combat tracker.
So it's that plus
Oh.
4. So that's 11 points of damage to you as it swings around and strikes you. There we go. Okay, as the scythe hangs lowly with your blood dripping from it.
I think we should be more careful moving through these rooms.
Yes.
Who?
I follow in your footsteps.
Let's use our perception.
Make sure the trap doesn't rearm.
Okay, what's people doing?
Well, I'll
Okay.
continue into the room, keeping
Just
an eye out.
where you
for
headed? Is that where
traps
your
and
focus
traps.
is? Okay, give me a perception check.
Yeah, that's where I'm moving at the moment. Perception.
Okay. You don't see anything as you move across this portion of the room. No, it's hanging limply now.
So the skiff blade, is it rearmed itself or
That's sort of struck down from the roof, so
step on it and make sure it's broken?
he is.
Right.
Right to where you're going too.
Bloody cleric's pushed in.
Well, I figured you'll follow, and then I'll heal both of you since you both seem to be trap magnets.
I don't need healing.
He healed himself.
Well, I need healing.
Oh, now I see the priorities.
No, my brother in Sarenrae needs healing.
Okay, there are 2 doors in here, just quietly.
Continue round to the
doors in
door.
here. Yeah, hang on.
There are. Oh,
I
yeah,
only see one door.
up there. Yep.
Oh, there's 2 doors.
Well, I'm following the tank.
And there's one behind us. Behind you.
All right. Well, again, as I'm moving, I'll just keep an eye out for traps. As I approach the door, I particularly
Okay,
think
so
that
you gave
given the
a
other
good
one got me
eyeball at
going
the
through
door.
the door, these doors might be problematic.
Give me a perception test. Okay.
Yep.
You see a slit in the roof exactly the same as the one where the scythe came shooting out of. Over at the other one.
All right. Well, I'll point out the slit in the roof. Does anyone have any knowledge of how traps work in this party?
Oh, I can make a rough guess if I use my bardic knowledge. It won't be guaranteed, that's for sure. It's probably going to be a foot pressure plate. Otherwise, how would it know you're even there?
Mm.
So maybe put a chair on the area in front of the door and...
Okay.
Sure. I'll swing the
Okay, you
chair
move
from
the chair over in front of the
the
door.
table there
Nothing
to
happens.
in front of the door.
Not heavy enough, maybe. Or maybe it's when the door actually opens.
Mm.
Maybe your perception was right. There's a slit, but there's nothing up in there.
Yes, that sounds right to me. Cool. All right. Where are we headed?
Yeah, through the door somehow.
All right. Well, if
Yep.
I
Yep.
put my hand on the door, can I open a handle or
No,
whatever
gotcha.
and swing it open? But I don't want to stand in front of the
Swing it
door,
open.
so
That's trap 3 triggers coming down towards your
I
arm.
swing it open.
This one. Okay. No. It's your AC.
Do I get to
Your
make a
AC, these
reflex
aren't
save given I was
reflex save
expecting it?
Yeah,
Well,
I'll give you that.
if
Which
he
strikes
acts
your armor and
defensively, you get an
ricochets
arm
off,
class
doing you no
bonus.
damage. And opens the door. Which I'm going to assume you'll now step into there and have a look. Which opens up into a darkened corridor running north-south with several openings off it.
Ooh.
Okay. A not so darkened corridor.
I have a light spell running.
In fact, there's a guy walking around with a light bulb next to you. Oh.
Full of bright ideas.
I say, perhaps we should check the door in the northeast.
Sure.
If it comes around.
We can sure. Yes. We need to go and set that trap off as well.
Yep.
I'll move up that way with him. Checking.
I can't move myself now, Mark, because the trap thing is hiding my button. Thanks.
Give me a perception test.
I presume there's another slit.
Yes, definitely another slit there.
All right.
Instead of just moving the chair, maybe you can move the chair and put some weight
Open
behind it.
when the door opened. It came down when the door opened. I didn't have any weight at all on the thing when I set the last one off.
Let's see what we got. Can I move that chair and slam it into the ground or something in front of the door to put some
How
weight?
high
10
is
feet
the
high. Maywin slams the
the
door
roof,
down in
the
front
ceiling?
of the chair down in front of the door. Nothing happens.
So how slit thing, how
You're not going
long
to
is
get
it,
out of it
for
by
example?
ducking. Mm-hmm.
That's right. What I was thinking I would do is I will stand on a chair
Okay, that
and just
Righto.
hold my shield up onto
can
the
do that.
roof where the slit is, and someone can open the door.
okay. So you hop
Oh,
up on the thing. Now, do you have disabled devices as a skill? Yes. Okay. So that's okay. We're going to call
Do
that
I?
another
No.
defensive
I'm just holding
maneuver
my shield across the slit.
as the scythe comes shooting out. Okay, roll the dice. Is your AC with +4 25 or more? Sorry, 20. So it's 26. Okay.
Yes.
Righto.
more.
You shoulder the brunt of the scythe as it
It's 27.
shoots out, and the door is opened. Okay.
Right. Well,
Oh,
someone
the
better
scythe
move
is
through
no
that door
useless. It doesn't shoot with any force once
while I'm
you've
holding
blocked
this thing up.
Okie dokie. This simple room is strewn with toys. Some of carved wood or bone, while others appear to be little more than partial animal carcasses. Old bloodstains mark the walls. Some resemble crude childlike paintings and feature images of dismembered horses, a ridiculous grinning horned devil tossing children off a cliff, and a big lake with a black reptilian monster sprouting tentacles from its back. Bookshelves rest against the wall, but instead of tomes they hold skulls of all shapes and sizes.
okay.
And as you open the door, you hear squeals of delight. Rolling initiative, people. Okay. Best get them out of the initiative tracker. Okie dokie. Siron, you're up.
Yes. Yes.
Oh no, they're fully grown.
Baby ogres. You're going to go kill the baby ogres? Don't tell me that.
I'm actually going to hold my action. Right. I'm actually going to hold my action at this
Righto,
point
the
in time.
first
I'm going to
ogre.
I'm going to step back.
It's his body is twisted and deformed. This lumbering giant has legs that seems to bend in strange ways. Okay, you see he drops. Oh no, he's holding a skull, a human skull in his hands, and as he steps around the corner to see what the commotion is and reaches the door, he uses the head and the jawbone, and he goes, "You're all going to die," with the jawbone as he steps in, and then moves to there and strikes out a Mayowen. Yeah, using it as a bit of a
So he
hilt
have
to
his
his short
his
spear.
hand up the skull so he can move the jaw.
Mayowen ducks beneath the blow. Mayowen.
Well, kind of close to shit with an air bow, isn't it? Can take a 5-foot step back and shoot. So
Correct, just one
I
shot
had
this
to ready
turn.
my arrow, my bow, so I can't do a full round, right? But I can do point blank. Wait a minute. That's 2. Wait, which one is that? Lucky Graul.
Your arrow shoots into the roof. You stagger backwards, tripping over a chair.
Oh.
Okay. Taking the advantage, you see Morgrove knocks the skull out of his brother's hand as he rushes past, laughing maniacally. "This is how you do it," he says as he jabs his spear at Mayowen also. You haven't acted yet in this combat, therefore no attacks
Do I get an
of
attack of opportunity as he moves through that square? Fair enough.
Why don't they go after the paladin?
But Mayowen again proves too nimble. Arvin. Why, that thing lasts for
You probably need to take the bull
yeah.
strength off me.
1 minute per level.
Hours.
Yeah, good
1 minute
point.
per level.
I'll take that.
So
off.
we did have a
thought it was
conversation with the rangers
But anyway.
out in the barn.
Such a paladin. Kill.
All right.
A man of honor.
We shall attack Lucky. This is not his
Maybe.
lucky day. Another miss. Far out of rolled ones today.
Oh.
1 hit.
Okay. So you chop Lucky's bendy legs. Oh, I didn't do the description for the other dude. What's the other dude got? Its body twisted and deformed, this lumbering giant has an oversized maw and stunted legs.
I will move use my long spear to provide aid to
Righto.
the paladin.
Sounds good. Sauron?
Gives him +2 when he attacks.
Think your boom might be up, Matt?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I'm actually going to, again, just hold my action at this particular point in time.
Well, I was excited there. I thought he was actually going to say, "I'm actually going to do something."
No, I'm actually not going to do anything.
This is him taking advantage of being top of the initiative.
Then click
That's
the damn
right.
button, Sauron. Okay, Lucky. Oh, Lucky's in a bad way. Well, he's got to do something to bleed out, technically, so he
Bleeds
might as
out.
well stab someone before he goes. He'll stab at Arvin with his last dying breath. Missing and dying. I think if I click down, he loses the point. No. Okay, let's go 20. And remove poor old Lucky. Mayowen. Oh, I should check to make sure they don't have step up.
back 5 feet and then take my first shot.
That'd be funny. Ah, they don't have reach. Or step up.
Or reach.
Righto. Poor old Morgrode takes the first arrow. Decides he's going to dodge the rest, he reckons. Apparently not. Wow. Okay.
Bye! He's out.
He is.
He's dead.
He is not unwell, boy. Okay, what any rushes goes Arvin. Okay, well, apart from all the filthy,
Make
dead
sure it's
bodies and
clear.
stuff like that that are laying about the place.
No way out.
It appears to be clear. There are a lot of skulls in this room. And it does look like a bit of a child's playroom if that child was Charles Manson. No doors out.
Excellent.
No doors out. So, yeah, we're back to where he's going.
Okay, Maywin finds the stairs up.
Oh, wow.
Shall we try the door at the top?
Sure.
Yeah.
Righto, give me a perception check.
Better step back.
Sure, I'll have another check for traps. Even
Oh yeah, have a good
they
look
seem
around.
to
You
be
can't see any
everywhere.
openings or danger here.
No danger here.
The door swings open
Oh,
and
we'll
you
try and
don't
open the
die.
door.
This filthy bedroom contains little more than a lumpy mattress heaped with twigs and mud.
Excellent.
Hopefully little else, although the stink of sewerage in the room indicates otherwise. Dozens of humanoid fetishes crafted of bits of leather, straw, corn husks, twigs and bones hang from cords throughout the room. What are you doing?
All right. Well, I'll go in and have a
Okay. What are you
have a
looking
look
for?
around the room. Oh well, I don't know what was there. There's these things hanging from the ceiling.
Dozens
You
of
said.
humanoid fetishes
What are
crafted with
they?
bits of
Are they
leather, straw,
humanoid or
corn
something?
husks,
Yes.
twigs, and bones, hanging from cords throughout the room. Okay, give me a
What do I
me a perception
recognise
check.
these as anything in particular? Are they associated with any religious stuff?
You have a look through a few of them.
Have they got a
So there's
7-pointed
like
star on them?
many of these things
Yeah.
hanging, and you don't come up with anything specific. Oh, well, give me a knowledge religion. You don't see anything out of the ordinary apart from the fact that this is completely out of the ordinary, I suppose. But you don't see anything eye-catching. And from a religious perspective, you could not even think what this would be.
Fair enough. Well,
Next door.
need me to open the doors for you?
Please.
Good time.
Okay. Sure.
This door, please, Mark. I'll check for I'll do my
Have a
perception.
good
for
look
traps
around. You
again.
can't see any
I'm a
sort
little
of
nervous
sized
after
holes or any
being
other holes that
sized
might
3
cause
times.
holes to open up in you. Okay, swing open the door. You see inside here, it
In you
seems
go,
to be
then,
a
open the
small
door.
chamber that's got pretty much not much. Like, I mean, there's a whole heap of rubbish laying around on the floor and stuff, and there's some bones laying amongst the rubbish, but nothing particular otherwise.
No, I'll go in and have a look around
Perception check.
again.
Okay. Ah, there's heaps of stuff in here. It's all worth it. It's all made of gold, you've decided. No. You can't see very much at all in here. Just looks like, so it looks like a whole heap of rubbish bits that
Fair
have just
enough.
been thrown in a room.
No. Fair enough. Down to the end.
Perception.
Yes, I'll do a perception. You guys could look while I'm busy in other rooms, you know.
I'll do perception.
You're doing such a sterling job.
Right. Okay, you have a good look around. You can't see anything in particular here that's of danger to you. Okay.
Right. We'll open the door.
And a mangy bearskin rogue lies before a tremendous hearth set into the wall, its pained visage still snarling at whatever cruel hunter took its life. A huge couch haphazardly upholstered in animal hide and human flesh, replete with a collection of talons, monstrous hairy spider legs, fox heads, and human hands and feet, sits to the west.
Fair enough. Since that's the
So-
main. Sorry. Go on.
No, I'm Siren's just trying to listen to hear anybody in this place aside from us. 'Cause seriously, all this stuff he just
Oh my
wants it all to
God.
burn.
Fire starter.
Creepy.
All to burn.
What's
Okay, I don't know.
what's happened to
You can
him
hear
in
lots
this
of creaking
4 weeks?
and
Has he been possessed during our
blanks
adventures?
moving and shifting inside the house, but you're fairly certain it's just you guys moving around the place. Okay. Give me a
I'll come
perception
down
check.
and have a look at the fireplace and see if anything's...
Okay, have a good look over the fireplace, but can see nothing other than sort of burnt logs in the fire, and that's about it. Oh, very recent.
How
Possibly
recent
the
is
evening
the
before was the
fire?
last time it was lit.
Yeah. So it does. Fair enough. All right. What else? Anyone doing anything?
I'm waiting for you to come open this other door.
Yeah.
Open door.
Yeah,
In the shit
absolutely
better
all
see
clear.
first.
Okay.
Yep, all clear. Next.
The cloying stink of this room is nearly overwhelming. Buckets of filth are stacked against the walls. Fat, ravenous flies lazily circling the rims. The room itself is dominated by an immense bed, its ratty sheets stained beyond hope. A huge easel sits next to the bed with a palette of various shades of brown and red paint. The sources of these morbid pigments, several crushed organs and ragged stumps of flesh, sit in receptacles next to the easel. A set of brushes made with human hair jut from a broken skull by the easel, while a comb made from a human mandible sits on a small oak bedside table nearby, its teeth clotted with thick strands of greasy black hair. The bodies of 3 horribly deformed men dressed in ragged finery are propped up in huge open coffins against the far wall, with their mouths sewn tightly shut with their lengths of hair. Inside this room there is, sitting upon the bed is one foul, large, horrible, black-haired woman who is horribly, horribly obese. Let's see if I can find a picture.
Lovely.
I can.
Eli. My lady, you fine now?
Now I
Is
just
there a
need
bean
to
at
get
the-
that going. I need to actually give
Yeah, but we never heard.
Okay,
Right,
so
Siren, your
we
specialty is with
need
the ladies.
people to roll. She seems to be very well prepared and in fact begins to hover off the bed. Mm-hmm.
Hover. This is weird stuff.
Holy crap. Never seen that on Fantasy Grounds before. She got a negative initiative.
What?
Okie dokie. So, Maewyn. Oh, hang on. Let me just refresh my memory for just a moment.
Does
Nice try.
Does that mean she never gets to have a
She's
turn?
coming though, so she's got a couple of things on her. One of them is that. And one of them is... what? No, probably best not say that out loud. caster level, Mammy. She is. Ooh. Ooh. So she's cast that. And she casts that. Giving her that. Righto. Is that everything I need to do? Oh, no. There's a couple more things she's cast. Which is that, which is why she's hovering. And you actually don't see just one of her. You see so plus 2, 1 and 4 plus 2. You see 4 of her. Jiggling all over the place.
Woo!
Perhaps.
That'd be like
Okay.
the whole room full.
Now I'm sure that I've gotten to the point where we can leap into Mayowen acting. Who's not?
She's done another combat tracker.
Yep.
If you take your full.
By the way, those coffins,
still
there's one
attack.
right in front of the doorway and 2 beside that table to the north. So it's causing a bit of impediment is my point.
I'll just.
Okay, you ready your bow.
It's kind of nice she likes to
When
keep
you
it dead.
do that, she cackles
Ready
and
my
says
bow.
something in a drawling accent that you struggle to understand, and one of those figures lurches out of the coffin and stumbles forth to about there. Arvin.
Right.
Yeah.
Does she appear alive?
What, the... Well, you can't see the
like
zombie
the
from where you are. You can. It looks like a zombie. Except of an
Well, I can
ogrekin,
visually
perhaps.
see the zombie. I will 5 foot step into there, and I suppose I shall attack the zombie.
Okay. Lucky this.
One hit.
Okay. Another one lurches forth and attacks you, Arvin. Just ineffectually bashes off your armor. Siron.
Alright, a bit of cover so I can actually see what's going on. Move down to here. Move up to...
You can see a coffin just
get to
next
there.
to Arvin, but Arvin seems to
can't
be more
see
concerned
anybody
with
or
something to the
anything.
north of him. which is out of your vision.
Yep. Okay. All right. So I will get to here and I shall down turn.
I'll throw a bless.
I only get one of those per day. You're blessed earlier.
Bless is a spell.
That's right. Bless is a spell. I have all sorts of other first level spells. And take bless multiple times.
Oh, I have to go get myself hit.
You can see
Right,
two
move
zombies.
into the
There's a
gap.
coffin
Can I
just
see
directly to
her
the
many
left
forms
of
from there?
Arvin. And there are 4 forms of the fat lady.
with the fat lady? Righto, that's who I'm going to throw a magic missile at. And there are 3 magic missiles, so
So
result,
roll
I'll pick different targets
me
with
a
each
D4
missile.
to start with. Okay, first one image pops out. Roll me a D6 next. Another image pops out. Now roll me a D4 again. And then 1 does damage. So there are 2 left of her. And give me a D4 plus 1. 4 points.
I'll take first one.
Righto, done. Okay, then that guy pops up and attacks.
Okay.
Arvin. Lashing out at him with his fist, again just bashing ineffectually off his armor. Okay, she starts screaming names. You assume that most of these names are names of her children. You good for nothing boys! How dare you let them get into Mammy's room! And she wiggles her fingers and casts a spell which brings forth a glowing white hand. As she hovers over to the northern part of the room. Moen. Correct.
So I can see.
Correct.
another Zombie. And are those undead? Good. Those poor almost lookers. Let's see, that's number 2.
Okay, drops from your arrows. Correct.
That was only 3 hits. But I can't see anybody else
Okay.
at all.
This one lashes out at Arvin. again, missing. Beating against his armour, they just can't find a way through.
I will grab my holy symbol around my neck and call upon
rude.
Saren Ray's cleansing
Yeah, they gotta save
fire
against that, don't
and
they?
channel to damage.
Will save from memory. Okay, he failed.
DC 17.
And he failed. Oh no, he succeeded. Righto. Although it's probably going to do this. No, okay, so he's... Well, not Pop Pop, because one of them saved. Oh no, yeah, Pop Pop, because he's got really
Pop
shit
Pop.
low hit points. Okay, as they both burn in the flames of Saren Ray. Mammy! How I love you, how I
And
love
now
you.
I shall
my
advance upon
dear Mammy.
Mammy.
Sauron.
Somebody took Saren's name. Alright. Somebody took Saren's name not in vain,
Yeah,
but
there's
with
a
purpose.
Two flying
Let us
flat
find out
ladies
what's
over
going
a
on
table.
here. Two flying fat ladies?
Correct.
It's 22.
Two flying fat ladies?
It's
88
22,
two
isn't it?
fat ladies.
88? Can't remember.
Alright, I get in there and trying to which fire thing am I gonna double move to get to no. Alright. I'm gonna double move to get to
Okay.
here. It also puts me in base
David.
space contact with Arvin next round.
I will make my way into the room, get out of everybody's way, and
2 arrows
drop
on each.
a magic missile
Okay,
attack
so
on
we might as
her.
well say that you... Okay,
Yeah, why
so
not?
it does matter then. So roll a d4
But
for
that
me.
was
And that's
three,
the one
only
that
3
you go for
missiles, so
the
it'll...
twos. Okay, you get her twice, and the image disappears. 3, 5, 7 points of damage to her.
Okay, so take the first 2.
Right. Okie dokie.
Yay.
Spells. Shoot us 5 foot to there. And... she's already cast that. And she's cast that, but I need the description. Okay, so she casts that. Okay. Okay, she mumbles a few words and then points at Arvin. As she casts blindness, deafness on him. Are you immune to blind?
Well, let me have a quick look at what I've got there.
Yeah, that's not a charm spell.
I'm immune to charm spells.
Nope.
I'm immune to fear effects. Not that either.
Well, let's hope you can't see anything afterwards.
I'll have to say that I can't see anything, obviously. Immune to disease.
Okay, you succeed against the spell anyway. Well, would have been nice to have a blind paladin running around the place. Mayowen. Yes.
So if I take a 5-foot step up, can I see her? Good.
Nope.
I don't think so. Shoot. She's not undead or anything.
She just likes to boss them around.
Okay, 3 of your arrows sink into the blubber that is Mammy Graul. Arvin steps up.
Step up, and as I do so, I shall call upon Sarenrae to grant me the power to smite
Yeah,
her evil.
I don't need to check that. Have you
Presuming
just
the-
walked through her
I
house
need
and
to
seen
check and see if
everything
she
in
is
there?
actually evil.
I'm not a...
and sorting out zombie stuff. And I shall attack her. Oh, I better target her first. I shall attack her with my smiting evil.
Yeah,
2 hits.
I'll say.
For that damage. And for that damage.
Yeah, she's not particularly happy about that.
Ow, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah.
And
Siron.
suppose that's my turn, Mammy.
Right. My lad to burn her now. As he casts,
Aren't you trying to do that?
as he casts Wall of Fire
Ball of
directly
Fire's
in
a 5-foot
between
wall, isn't it?
Arvengilt and her, with the it is a opaque sheet of flame up to 20 feet long or level, or a ring of fire with a radius of up to 5 feet. So it is a immobile, blazing curtain of shimmering violet fire springs into existence one side of the wall, selected by you, sending forth waves of heat. That
Right.
is facing her,
Does she get a save of any
Dealing-
form?
2d4 points of fire damage to creatures.
Bugger. So 2d4
Let
you
us
say?
see. Saving throw, none.
Hmm.
2d4, I say.
It's obviously got the wall of fire we were both thinking of.
Essentially he has.
Why don't you just drop it right on her?
That's right.
Okay, her corpulent body
So-
drops to the ground.
2d4.
Roasted. There's a... Well, this...
Roasted.
That 5
Okay,
points of
she's still
damage
being-
did it. Right.
That's right.
horrible
Just
smell
needed to
of
be a little
crackling
sauteed, that's all.
in the room. Okay, you detect magic.
Oh, detect magic.
Um, Hey,
Once I know that she's dead, I drop the wall so that
it doesn't burn the place down?
once I know that she's dead, I drop the wall so that people then.
It will.
Okay,
Well, I
you
just want
Wait.
people.
cast detect magic and find none. Sure.
Okay, we if we can, we'll extinguish any flames that may have occurred.
Okay.
No.
Yes, yes. Bed linen will be used to flap out the fires. We've got to search
Okay,
up and
there
down
aren't.
yet.
And inside it
I'll check
is a
that
closet.
to see if there's any traps on this door here.
All right, and that's where we'll
Damn.
leave it for the evening.
Tom, come out of the closet.
Aw. Got there.
Aw,
Only 2 weeks to the next one.
that's good.
Get back onto our timing schedule again.
Only 2 weeks
Righto.
till the next game.
See you people from the internet. Bye bye.